I think the most common mistake I have seen is going into too much depth in terms of trying to explain the thought leadership content and not making the outcomes very simple to understand. Making things simple is quite hard, and I believe that most people, when they present the results of what they've done, make it very difficult to interpret. I think that is a big issue, and that's the key thing that I think I would like to see change when people work through thought leadership. So our audience it's a mixture of in-house counsel and private practice law practitioners. Their preferences really are to try and get more and more information real time, more and more information as and when they need it. So one of the things that we're doing is we're trying to summarize the content that we have and provide it in simple, digestible form. We have things like a taxi briefing, very summary content. And so we're trying to distill what we have and make it easy to digest. I think the key messages I've given very much are along that line. I think fewer but more impactful is what I would say, that's how we will be more successful. So I was involved in a survey some years ago, and it was a CEO survey, and it was really looking for what are the key measures or dimensions of a successful company versus a not successful company. It involved a lot of research, a lot of C-level interactions, but it was successful because the messages that came out were very simple. There were 7 key principles, and each one was summarized in one word. And so therefore, the audience listening to that could understand it, digest it, and actually do something about it. I think measuring thought leadership is not something I have thought very deeply about, so I'm not sure how I would measure it, apart from outcomes. So what was the outcome of the campaign? You can gauge whether people thought that actually this was actionable and they actually made a change in their business. So those are the only ways I would suggest you could measure it. So I think it's about making the thought leadership simple and actionable, and that's how you would maximize ROI.